Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Sri Ramakrishna. A Brahmo asks, Sir, have you read Panchadashi? To that replying, Sri Ramakrishna says, in early days, at first all these things are necessary to read and understand. Then cherish my precious mother Shama tenderly within your mind. May you and I alone behold her, letting no one else intrude. That is, there will be one total absorption in the divine. Till then, we see we have to go through so many schooling. And why this schooling is necessary is to become aware of the divine. We are aware of the world and not of the divine. One should hear the scriptures during the early stages of spiritual discipline. After attaining God, there is no lack of knowledge. Then the Divine Mother supplies it without fail. One should hear scriptures during early stages of spiritual discipline. One should hear scriptures. Scriptures doesn't end with Vedas and Puranas and the books like that. But any realized soul, enlightened soul, the wordings of the sages to the way the present saints, how many saints came and went from this world, like Meera, Tulasi and all these people. So many saints came and they experienced God. What will be the experience? What will be the fruit? What is the bliss that they absolutely transcend all the limitations of nature and expand to the world of everlasting peace. And it is possible for every jiva. Sri Ramakrishna again and again assures in the same gospel of Ramakrishna, independent of your karma, independent of all the tendencies you have cultivated, vasanas, independent of that, you can realize your own self if you long for. This assurance is there. And to know the path, to know how to go, and to know what is that, what I am seeking, because neither there is a proof of existence of something called God, neither the existence of the transcendental realm beyond our senses perception and mental conception. I am not aware, or I cannot know anything beyond what I can see and perceive, conceive and understand. Beyond that I don't know anything, I cannot. Now this, how to know? I have to fill my inner awareness with the divine. I repeatedly read Bhagavata, I repeatedly read the life and teachings of Sri Ramakrishna, Vinayakananda, Sharda Devi. I go through the Puranas, I go through the other scriptures, Vedas and Tantras, Upanishads. All this is to fill my inner awareness. There is external awareness, inner awareness. Inner, within myself, beyond the limitations of mind. Inner, when we say, it is inner self, is antaranga, which is bahiranga and bahir jagat. The external world, the objective world, awareness of the objective world is there in our awareness. One part of the awareness, the external awareness contains. It is just behind my feelings. Behind feelings there is awareness. Prajna. Bahir prajna, antar prajna. This Bahir Prajna is of the external objective world. What is happening in the world? Somewhere war is going on. Somewhere peace is going on. My child is not well. My grandchild is this one. He's not studying properly. There are problems in the home. All these are external awarenesses. Awareness of the these are important, and I am concerned. I have got duties. I have got responsibilities. I am involved in all this. This is there in my awareness, in my prajna, not only in mind, beyond intellect, buddhi, beyond feeling heart, the external awareness remains. The external awareness is awareness of the external world, objective world. There is subjective world beyond that. It is not connected with the external world at all. It is regarding the divine, the God, the transcendental realm, the Prakriti nature which is silently working, making everything work, all these powers, the Lord of the universe whom we say, the all-pervading consciousness which is pervading everything and giving existence to all that exists. All these are pertaining to a realm which is not of the external world, but of the transcendental world, God and things like that. That has to enter my inner awareness. Inner awareness is as if it is empty. Internally, I am not aware of my own self, independent of body. Internally, I am not aware of God's existence. Internally, I am not aware of the realm beyond this universe. Nothing I am aware. Awareness, constant awareness. So when the awareness is filled through the studies of the scriptures from the saints' life and their teachings, I start slowly Bhagavata and things like that. Oh, there was Krishna. He was from the other realm beyond, who has descended into the world for projecting or for re-establishing the dharma, the righteousness, spiritual righteousness of eternity, of the unchanging principles to bring into. All this I understand. So I become aware of the realm transcendental which I have no access to see or anything. The longing to see that, longing to go beyond this nature, which is in which I am in the as prison house. It has blocked me, imprisoned me in this universe. I want to free myself and go beyond to the life eternal. For that, how to go? That longing comes when my inner awareness is filled with divine. And this inner awareness, for that alone is the two things happen if your inner awareness is filled with divine. One is there is in feeling heart you understand, you feel, you start feeling I am divine. Now I am in my awareness, in my feelings, I feel I am this body. I feel I am doing good and bad. I am feeling guilt of my errors and mistakes. I feel elated in doing some service and good things. I feel freedom of my soul when I do something, serving others and sacrificing something. All these feelings are connected. Now, the divine, I am divine, that comes into picture where the inner awareness, antar prajna, is filled with divine understanding. The scriptural knowledge, I am going to read every day some portion of Thakur Mother Swamiji's life, some Bhagavad Gita, 1 or 2 shlokas, lives of saints, a little of the Upanishads. All this will make me fill my inner awareness, antar prajna, with divinity, which makes me understand my own divine existence. Feel my own divine existence independent of the bodily existence, independent of the karma that I am doing, good and bad. Beyond that, my existence. And also, I will be able to link myself to the transcendental realm. I must be able to link, that's all. Downloading has to take place, or it must transport me to that realm. I have to bring down God to experience in my own heart, or I must enter the realm transcendental to experience this. This part of the longing is generated by the study of scriptures. The Vaishnavas are supposed to read every day Bhagavata. The Shaktas are supposed to read texts like Chandi, that is Durga Saptashati and all, as much as Parayana. So each tradition has its own. Read this every day. Do the Patha. So here we see Sri Ramakrishna is making this clear. One should hear the scriptures during the early stages of spiritual discipline. After attaining God, there is no lack of knowledge. The inner awareness of the divine, that is antarprajna, filled with the divine, make you long for the realization, long for attaining it, long for entering into that realm of eternity and infinity. And when you enter, after that you don't need anything. After you transcend the nature once and enter into the realm, all knowledge is within you of this world, of God in every aspect and beyond. So, after attaining God, there is no lack of knowledge. Then the Divine Mother supplies it without fail. A child spells out every word as he writes, but later on he writes fluently. How we begin our learning? A, B, C, D, E. When I'm learning alphabets, A, B, C, D, I don't know. I feel, I utter, I chant, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. I go on telling. I know. I write. But when I write 1, 2, 3, 4, it has no reference or meaning to anything. When I write A, B, C, D and all that, it has no reference to anything. But I am learning all this to form the word. T-H-E, the word. W-O-R-L-D. Word. When these combination of letters come as word, it carries some meaning. When words come together, it gives a particular understanding. He is coming tomorrow is written. He is coming tomorrow. It has a meaning. He is coming tomorrow. Now, words when you split, he is coming tomorrow. H-E-I-S, letters. Letters are learned to know the thing. Letters don't have end in itself. Words too don't have. Words combination also doesn't have. But the meaning that carries is conveyed through that. To convey the meaning, knowledge or understanding or something to convey, I need a media, and that is the whole of the studies we do. Like that, here, child spells out every word as he writes, but later on writes fluently. The goldsmith is up and doing when melting gold. As long as gold has not melted, he works with the bellows with one hand, moves the fan with the other, and blows through a pipe with his mouth. But the moment the gold melts and is poured into the mold, he is relieved of all anxiety. All things he is doing to bring out, fill the mold with a molten object. He is blowing the billows and blowing the air through the mouth also, fanning, everything he is doing just to make it melt. So all sadhanas is to offer ourselves unconditionally and totally to the Lord, to become His forever and Him to be mine forever. Moves with. He relieved of all anxiety. What I am seeking in my life, the bliss, peace, love, absolute is there with me now. Mere reading of the scriptures is not enough. A person cannot understand the true significance of the scriptures if he is attached to the world. What the scriptures are conveying. I need a special mind to penetrate into the what scriptures are telling. Now I am able to understand the words and sentences. I am able to get the what is told in it. Suppose I am not tuned to it, I cannot know what is the inner meaning of it. Anything. Now, when somebody says hardware or software of a computer, what it means I will not know unless I have known this is software for this is hardware for this. When they say, I must know what is hardware and software and how, then I can understand how it is being used. So this much understanding. Mere reading of the scriptures is not enough. A person cannot understand the significance of scripture if it is attached to the world. Now, I am attached to some other things. I can never come to know what it is. I must get attached to a thing which is associated with it. Then I will be able to understand. Now, being in the world, attached to the worldly things, my whole attention to understand the scriptures, I can read and get the general meaning. What is the intended meaning? I cannot know. Because there is a gap between my life, my holdings, and that entirely different field of activity. I try to understand in my background, but its background is entirely different. Suppose, take for example music. Music has a way when people sing. The one who knows, one who is able to tell. I cannot understand many things if I am not aware of the principles that are governing it. I know medicine, I know engineering things, but with those knowledge and attachment to those, I am working in that field continuously day and night, but I cannot know what a musician is going to tell when he says about ragas or bhavas produced by the ragas, because I am not understanding what he is trying to tell. Because in my field, bhava producing doesn't come, either in medical field or engineering field. There it is. He says it produces bhava. With all instruments and computer, I cannot produce a bhava, feelings. So that I am in the world as a worldly person, attached to the enjoyments. My senses and mind and body is tuned to the world. Now I cannot understand the secrets of what scripture is trying to tell me. When I get not detached but cultivate dispassion towards it, that is, I am moving about uninvolved, unentangled in the world, doing all my duties as an offering to the divine, then immediately I am able to understand what the scriptures are telling me, what path it is showing me, how to go now, how to remain in the world, how to attain the divine. All these secrets come to me. Attached to the world, I cannot go. That's what Sri Ramakrishna is telling here. A person cannot understand the significance of scriptures if it is attached to the world. Though with intense delight, a poem, though with intense delight I learned many poems and dramas, I have forgotten them all, entrapped in the Krishna's love. Though with intense delight I learned many poems and dramas, I have forgotten them all, entrapped in Krishna's love. Keshav enjoys the world and practices yoga as well. Living in the world, he diverts his mind to God. So here Sri Ramakrishna is giving a statement of a lover of God. He told how attachment to the world makes me not understand the secrets of sadhana and attainments. In the opposite way, when the love of God dawns, his world doesn't fall off. He doesn't get detached from the world. He remains unaware of the world and doing all duties. Though with intense delight I learned many poems and dramas, I have forgotten them all, entrapped in the Krishna's love. In love of God, I have forgotten my world, not the duties and responsibilities, but what world is going to give me, what I am going to get from the world, what I have to possess and enjoy, all that I have forgotten. Even I have these possessions, I have forgotten. They are going to help me, they are going to make my life possible, I have forgotten. Because Krishna's love is sustaining my life now. Krishna's love is making me live in this world, unattached to the world, doing my duties. So I have forgotten, I need not worry about anything. God is taking care, nature is taking care in and through me. To continue it, to bring out the essence, how it happens. Keshav enjoys the world and practices yoga as well. Yoga is to remain in communion with God in any aspect. Yoga is joining together, yunj, to join. I am in communion with God. I am in touch with God. I am holding on to God. God and I have become one as if in yoga. At the same time, Keshav enjoys the world. He works in the world with family and friends, makes them participate in all. Somebody has to go to school, somebody wants some sweets and ice cream. He is also eating, everything moving is going on. But internally, he is remaining constantly united with God. External bodies wavering in the world, working in the world, doing its duties. Keshav enjoys the world and practices yoga as well. Living in the world, he directs his mind to God. Like compass is there in ships, and this one everywhere we use compass. The compass moves in various directions. It sometimes becomes reversed, this, that, according to it is ship. In the ship, how the waves are going, the compass is moving about. But the needle always shows north. In whatever position that compass is there, needle is pointing to. It is so designed. Compass is so designed. In any direction it moves. In any direction it is there. It's the magnet in it always directs towards the north. like that. He is there in the world, being tossed and moving about freely, but his mind is always directed towards the divine, towards God. He directs his mind to God. A devotee described the convocation of Calcutta University, saying that meeting looked like forest of human heads. How the topics are changing from one to other, you see. The question is, have you read Panchadashi? From there the topic began. How the scriptural knowledge is necessary to attain the real knowledge of the what happens, how you can live in the world, unattached to the world, direct your mind to the world. Now, suddenly another thing is coming up. Somebody is bringing up another topic. A devotee described the convocation of the Calcutta University, saying that the meeting looked like a forest of human heads. Number of people have gathered. Master, the feeling of divine is awakened in me when I see a great crowd of people. Had I seen that meeting, I should have been overwhelmed with spiritual fervor. How each one sees a particular aspect of the world. Sri Ramakrishna is seeing entirely a different world. Everybody is at the physical level. They are talking and he is in the background of everything in the spiritual world, looking at the whole thing. The difference between man and Ishvara, the Lord of the universe, is ever one with the absolute totally, and is aware of its existence to the ultimate level of being in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. At the same time, he is looking into the universe in front of him, pervading it. He is giving existence and managing its affairs. We cannot enter into all the three levels of existence of the universe at the gross, subtle and causal. Like we have three layers of our existence, Sthula, Sukshma, Karana, Sharira. When we pervade everything, we come to the waking state. And when we leave the physical body, we enter into dream state. We leave the mind and senses, we enter into deep sleep and go beyond and project each time to the waking state, to the deep sleep level, Jagra, Swapna, Shushupti. But though all the three are there simultaneously working, I can be in one of the levels of consciousness. I can be in waking state or in dreaming state or in deep sleep. I cannot be witness of all the three. At the cosmic level, Ishvara is witness of all the three, pervading it as nature. He is one with the absolute on the other side. This is Ishvara. That is why he is called Sarvajna, Sarvajnatva. He knows that side, he knows this side, he knows every jiva, he knows every aspect of his existence. He knows the four lokas, he knows every jiva in each of the lokas. All that he is having that knowledge. Sarvajnatva, Sarveshwaratva, that is assigned to God. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.